down and then we'll be good.
Is it on YouTube? Where are we at?
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Yep.
We're on
Okay.
YouTube with it.
We're on YouTube and we're gonna go on Rockfin later on. We're gonna publish it on Rockfin. That's our first video.
Ooh, first video on
Nice.
Rock.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
There we go. We live, baby. Yes, sir.
What's goody?
Welcome back to the live streams, HMO podcast.
We're gonna publish it on Rockfin.
Wait,
Am I echoing?
am I on the cover of this live stream?
For now, you are until there's a thumbnail. But
Oh, nah, shawty.
yo, so we're gonna do something a little bit different on the channel here. We're gonna be talking about. It's gonna be an in-depth discussion about anime. So I'm gonna give it up to the panel here. I'll let Brooks introduce everybody. Take it away, Brooks.
What's going on, guys? We don't have Pedro in today because we just have Nico House's picture in the bottom corner there. But of course, you have me, the co-host of Hear Me Out podcast, Brooks. We're talking about anime, as Pedro said. To my left-hand side, I guess is Nick. Nick, say what's up,
Yes,
guys.
sir. What's up, everybody? You know, HMO lives here in the buildings on
Yes, sir.
YouTube.
Nick does the Twitch live streams. He does a lot of video games, Valiant, Mortal Kombat, a bunch of this different stuff. So if you guys want to catch that, go catch Nick's Twitch. Our next guest is Glory from Slow News Day. Glory, say what's up to the people.
What's good, y'all? I'm Glory. Yeah.
And then we have Dolik Simon here, long time fan, I guess, of the podcast, family member. Dole, say what's up, man.
What's up, guys? Long time listeners, like third time caller. Something aspiring shit poster, anime fan, all that good shit.
Big facts, big facts. Thank you guys for coming on. I'm excited for this podcast. I don't know about you guys, but let's
I've been
get
waiting.
started to this first topic, I should say. First one, we're going to talk about One Punch Man versus Goku. Dole says it's a 30-minute argument. Nick,
30-second argument.
30-second argument. Nick, you seem excited. I'll let you go first with this one. Who has this fight?
Oh, man. Honestly, I'm going to give it to Goku because once Goku goes Ultra Instinct, I'm sorry, but there's nothing touching him, dude. And, like, as much as One Punch Man only needs that one punch, he's not getting that one punch with Goku. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just there's no opportunity for him to land it. And he's super fast, but, I mean, again, Ultra Instinct, he can literally just fuck him up no matter where he goes. He's on that ass.
Glory, what do you think, man? Does a man who did the insane workout doing 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups, 1,000 laps have a chance against the greatest martial arts in the world?
I mean, technically, Goku probably did that workout too, and he probably did it even more. I mean, he literally trained in like that hyperbolic time chamber for a year. So it's like, but I mean, also, I definitely agree with Nick, but also it's weird because like Saitama is a parody character. So like, it's weird to have all the matchups with like, you know, serious anime fighters because he is like in and of itself not a real serious fighter. But yeah, I'm going Goku.
Dole, I guess we're gonna make it a sweet, man. What do you think?
Sweet man. All right, let me tell you something.
Oh, God.
The thing that's wrong, kind of like what Glory's saying, is like, you know, it's a parody show, so it depends on where they're fighting it. Are they fighting in Universe 10 tournament, whatever the hell that was in Super, or are they fighting in City J or whatever, like where Saitama lives? Because the whole point is he's the strongest guy in the universe. Like that's the entire premise of the show. So no matter, like, if he's fighting on his home turf, you know, One Punch Man, Saitama, he's going to get every time because the whole point of the show is that no matter who comes, he's always going to win. Like, he will never lose. That's the entire premise of the show. Goku, on the other hand, has lost in his own show. He has died on his own show multiple times. So, you know, that ass kid, that ass is whoopable when it comes to Goku. So I'm giving this one a Saitama, man.
Oh, uh-oh.
Damn.
And but to
That's
go off on
crazy.
that, too, Saitama has never been in like a real fight either. Everybody fights. It's been one punch. So what's he gonna do? When
Did
he
you
fights
not see the
against?
end of season 1?
Yeah, well, that was. I mean, wasn't that like a dream fight? That was like a
It
dream
was
fight.
a dream
wasn't
fight.
it?
That was a guy who came from another planet, which
Yeah.
Goku
Oh,
comes
yeah.
from too. and he still whooped that ass.
Exactly. Yeah. So you never know, man. In an actual fight, not a dream. He gets to actually like live out his orgasm, I guess you could say, and actually getting to fight somebody good. So you never know what could happen. I think it'd be a great fight. I would love to see that in like some type of dream YouTube thing, because yeah, that'd be dope.
Bro, you can make it happen. You got them simulators nowadays, the technology that's going on.
Shoot,
You can
even
easily-
what about Jump Force? Jump Force, he can make that happen too.
Ooh,
If he's
Oh.
if he's a
super.
character on that fight.
Is he on
Super.
Jump Force though?
Is he?
Saitama, maybe he's a DLC, but he definitely didn't.
He's not in the base game. I know that much.
He's not in base game. Yeah, no. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they added him. They added like just about everybody in there.
All right, well, someone make that happen because I would love to see that fight.
They added Jiren.
They
I
did
feel
it.
like it might already exist on
It
YouTube,
are-
honestly.
'cause, yeah, this
Probably
this
does.
has been ongoing since like
Yeah.
2015, bro. Like I've had this argument multiple times, which is why like nothing you guys say will change my mind. So
All right, Nick, I'll let you get to this next one, man.
Oh, I already know what it is. So the next question is, we're gonna take Goku and Vegeta and put them up against the whole Naruto universe.
Oh,
Every
we're having this
village,
argument.
every Kage, everybody, Sasuke, Itachi, nobody's dead. Everybody that's dead reanimated immediately. You know what I'm saying? Infinity, Tsukuyomi, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's alive versus Goku and Vegeta together.
Even what's his face, Madara?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh,
And Goku has Ultra Instinct, but Vegeta doesn't. But they both have Super Saiyan Blue.
but do they have Rinnegan? Tell me that.
They don't have Rinnegan.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
You don't need Rinnegan when you got Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue.
I mean, you kind of do based on like the entire premise of that power, where you can warp space time and all that good stuff. So no matter how far you are, they're not teleporting, they're not changing
Oh.
time, they're not freezing time.
Actually, if you paid attention to the movie
Oh, actually,
against Broly, they broke
that's
dimensions.
right.
They went into different dimensions against Broly. You can literally see it in that fight.
in the
Yeah.
Broly movie.
Where they
Yes.
like
Oh, they
shatter the like they
did.
shatter
shattered
the
everything.
Yeah.
They
they
fuck
really shattered
everything.
reality, guys.
But can they do that on command though? That's the thing. That kind of seemed like it was
super.
a spur of the moment thing.
But could
Oh.
it come out if they're fighting the entire universe of Naruto?
I
Hell
mean, the
yeah.
entire universe of Naruto is gonna end up looking like the episode where Madara shows up and whoops everyone.
Literally, that's
going
gonna
That's
be
what I'm
Gogeta. Gogeta's
saying.
gonna be kicking everybody, just whooping that ass.
Bro, it's like Vegeta, Gallic Gun, Kamehameha from Goku, and like Ultra and this is like post Ultra Instinct Goku too. Like I don't
Oh yeah.
I'm
And who
I'm
knows?
leaning towards Goku and Vegeta. I'm leaning
Hell
towards
yeah.
Goku and
There we
Vegeta
go.
with
That's
that.
what I like to see. What you think, Brooks?
Honestly, guys, honestly, I don't know. That's a scary fight. When you have Madara on your team alone, that's like you could solo a whole universe with just Madara alone, because the guy is literally unbeatable. He only lost because of a plot, because there's like a plot hole or whatever it's called. So how can you not pick Naruto? But then again, it's Goku and Vegeta, bro. Goku is plot armor himself. He's a Super Saiyan God himself.
Yep.
But I'm gonna have to go with Naruto universe versus Goku and Vegeta, just because of Madara alone. Naruto, he lost Kyuubi in his last chapter with Boruto, but I don't know, man. I think it'd be a fun fight though. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I mean, Madara definitely whooped that universe's butt, but he's not whooping Universe 7, dude. He's not whooping Goku, Vegeta, no chance.
You don't think he
Yeah,
would? You don't think he'd be able? I think he definitely kill Vegeta. But what about Goku?
I mean, he
'Cause
wouldn't get the
Vegeta
chance.
loses to everybody.
He wouldn't get the
You don't think
chance because just like in the movie against Broly, they put Frieza up in that bitch just to get whooped on for a little bit while they do the fusion. You remember that?
They did disrespect.
They
Frieza in
literally
that movie.
disrespected
They did.
Frieza in that movie. Had him get
But
his
that's what he
butt whooped.
deserved.
They literally said 30 minutes, and they were trying to fuse for 30 minutes. That's 30 minutes that Frieza was
Oh.
getting his shit whooped.
Whooped by
Bro, it was
Broly.
no, it was like an hour and a half because they failed 2 times.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
when they
And then they
They have to wait 30 minutes after they fail. It's facts.
bruh.
I mean,
So you
are we including in from the Naruto universe like the entire Otsutsuki clan? You know, the fucking ones who gave everyone powers in the first place.
Oh yeah, put 6 pads in there, bro. Put 6 pads.
All right, so they'd win.
Nah.
Nah.
explain yourself. Explain yourself, Glory and Nick. Explain yourself.
Like, explain to
Well-
me how omnipotent gods would lose to like 2 dudes who've been killed multiple times on their own show.
Because Goku alone is an omnipotent god by himself. He literally, once he got Super Saiyan Blue, they literally said he's like a god of destruction. And then he mastered Ultra Instinct. Mind you, I said before Ultra Instinct, but who's to say once he fights 6 pads, he's not going to discover that power like he did.
And like,
against him.
what are the parameters of this fight too? Because like, if each universe, like if each show can operate on their own logic, then like Goku and Vegeta have like Dragon Balls and Senzu beans. So it's like they can keep going and going and going if they want to.
All right, Nick, set the parameters, man. What are the rules of this fight? Because we're including everybody here. Madara,
All
the
right, so it's gonna be
Kage's-
we're gonna have a 5-round fight. One round
Alright.
for each Kage. each village is gonna have a turn with Goku and Vegeta, and one person is gonna come up on top. No items allowed. We don't do items. No smash balls. No none of that. You know what I'm saying? If nobody
Super
got
Smash
that
Bros.
reference.
style.
If nobody
Super
got
Smash
that
Bros.
reference,
style.
Yeah, it's Super Smash Bros.
Super Smash Bros. Style. I get it.
The
I get
smash
you.
ball.
So no tactics involved.
No, bro, this is just you can use
So if
any
it's just a
power you
brawl,
got.
then it's more even because we're talking about tactics. If you really get down to it, like Goku is all bronze, no brains. Like that guy's dumber than a box of rocks. Like, let's be honest
Facts.
here.
That's
Like
true.
he would get out strategized like by
Oh,
anybody.
and Naruto's a genius,
Sure.
right?
Naruto would
Yeah,
strategize him easily.
was when he grows up, he is a genius.
I think like in their current iterations, I think like grown up Naruto is smarter than grown up Goku, but that's only because like I literally feel like they made Goku dumber as the series went on, especially in Super.
But
Super's unbearable.
why does
The
he need
animation is
knowledge?
unbearable too.
Why does he need knowledge when he has Ultra Instinct? Like that
Because
is just,
that was what
trump
the market
card.
was. That's what they were marketing to, bro. They just wanted some like easy to consume shonen shit that people could read that has like replay value. So
a little bit off topic, but imagine Vegeta Ultra Instinct in season 2 of Super. Oh, it'd be phenomenal. And then
yeah,
they
how about we don't think about that?
Oh man.
I don't think
Alright.
they let that happen though, just because like they all like the plot always got to make it so like Vegeta is like chasing Goku or is one step behind Goku. So like then if Vegeta gets Ultra Instinct, then like Goku will have to get I don't know like Whis level powers or something. I don't even.
Okay, so the chat said thoughts on One Punch Man. Is he the strongest of all time? I don't know, man. I don't think he's the strongest of all time. No,
Nah.
definitely not.
I mean, within his own universe, yeah.
Yeah, within his
That's
own
the-
universe,
that's the
yeah.
whole
Universe,
entire
yes.
point of this. That's what I was telling you. That's why it's dumb to compare a parody character where the whole thing is he's making fun of shows like Dragon Ball. So,
Yeah.
like, of course, like, you know, it's a comedy show. It's like, I don't know. Is
It's
he the
literally just for
strongest?
trolls. It's literally
Yeah.
just for
Is he the
trolls.
strongest? Yeah, because that's what they said in the very first minute of the very first episode.
But in every like anime, like nah, he could get like dog. Zeno would snap him dead, gone,
Right.
obliterated.
Zeno, he's unbeatable, bro. He can do whatever the hell he wants to do. He literally killed probably the greatest villain Goku and Trunks have ever fought in Black Goku. And what's his name?
He destroyed universes. with a
Yeah,
snap of
like
a
Destroys
never
finger.
mind
universes, bro.
villains.
Easy,
This dude wiped
easily.
out whole universes.
Like
But
Naruto.
that's
Easily.
like that's like a not a thing limited to Dragon Ball though. There's a lot of anime where universes
That's
and
true.
galaxies get crushed. You guys ever seen Gurren Lagann? They used galaxies as like weapons.
That's a super.
So
Isn't that
I'm
the super
telling-
depressing anime too, though? That's a super depressing one.
It's extremely crazy, but it does get depressing.
I'm on
like,
episode
as it goes
9,
on.
so I'm not done with that anime. That's
It'll make you want to punch air when it's done.
I mean it's pretty
Oh,
entertaining.
God.
Like you give me robots, like you already got my attention. Like you give me robots fighting in space and shit, like you got me.
It's probably one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Speaking of best shows that you've ever seen, what shows are you guys currently watching? Gloria, I'll start with you.
Shit, currently watching. Not too much, honestly, right now, just because time and everything. It's hard to keep up. But I am keeping up with Demon Slayer. Trailer for the Red Light District arc just came out. Can't wait to see that. Oh my god, that arc is gonna be so
I
fun.
know, I love that.
And then I'm also keeping up with Mob Psycho 100, Attack on Titan, of course, and I'm waiting for season 2 of Beastars whenever that decides to come. And yeah, those are the ones I'm currently watching, or at least the ones I can think of right now.
Dole, what about you, bro?
Me? Oh, Dole. Man.
Dole.
I mean, I usually stick to seasonal stuff unless because my backlog on my anime list is like ridiculous. But right now, off the top of my head, it's new season of My Hero Academia. I recently got back into Boruto after like 2 years because they were doing fillers like for 3 years straight. Now they're finally back on the manga. I'm watching the Higehiro. What else? The Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid. They are having a little series of 1-minute shorts because the office, Kyoto Animation's office, was closed last year, so the budget was kind of tight. So they ended up, instead of doing the full second season, they gave us this little series of shorts to kind of tide us over for the meantime. Slime Diaries. Shit, what else? Oh, and then fucking one of my favorite mangas finally got an anime. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. So I'm definitely watching that too. And then To Your Eternity. And there's probably
keep
more.
Up with that. Holy shit.
My
Nick.
manga list is like 3 times longer than that.
I know. Manga, like people don't realize manga it's even worse because like it's almost like more potent to binge because you can get through chapters way quicker than episodes. So it's like
Wait,
damn.
was the question manga or anime?
Anime.
Okay,
And
okay.
Nick, I'll get with you. You can go. You can go right here.
So, I mean, I kind of already said this, but I am currently watching Gurren Lagann or Gurren Lagann or whatever they say. They say Lagann in the anime, and then they say Lagann. People say Lagann, but so I'm watching that. I am catching up with the second season of Doctor Stone. I watched the first season and like I fell in love with it. I thought it was super awesome. Like he's 1,000% sure, you know what I'm saying? Like he's just always 1,000% sure about everything. So I just kept watching it. And then season 2 came out not that recently. So I've been trying to keep up with that. Trying to keep up with the new season of My Hero, but I hear it's been kind of slow and I feel it too. Like I feel like it hasn't been all that compared to the past seasons. And I also didn't like the OP for it.
Yeah, but I promise you that it picks up.
And other than that, I just been watching those 3 honestly because I've been busy with studying and work and soon to be moving, so I haven't really had the time. But now I'm done with one of those things, so definitely want to start picking up on my anime game.
Good stuff.
Anime grind.
And then for me, I'm currently watching My Hero Academia, like everybody else here. Road Trigger's finally back after like a 3-year absence. One of my favorite shows when it was active. I rewatched I'm rewatching Cowboy Bebop right now.
Nice. Classic.
What else? Those are like the 3 ones I can think of off top. I was watching Gangsta too. There was this one. It's like,
bro.
Yeah, I was watching that on Hulu.
Wait, what is on?
Gangsta, something like that.
Oh, that one's really good. So it's just unfortunate it got cut short because
I wanted them to continue that so bad because I watched it like 2 years after season 1 came out because I never heard it, and then I was like, "Yo,
Yeah,
like this
it's
show is
really
lit,
good.
bruh." And then
Yeah.
like, where's season 2? Where's season 2? Nothing. Ah, man, maybe they're just pulling like Attack on Titan, where it's gonna take 3 years to come out with a season 2. Nope.
No, I think the guy got sick. The
Mm.
guy who's making it.
That's what
It's
happens
it's
a
like
lot
a
with these
it's like a
mangakas,
Hunter x Hunter
man.
thing, man.
But
Like,
it's pretty good.
It's
It's
really
great.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
check
It's
it out.
good.
it's
Have you
like
guys seen the
a
new,
mafia fighting type thing.
Oh, I do
Yeah.
like that. Have you guys seen the new Yasuke manga that came out on Netflix?
Yeah, or it's like American
yeah.
anime though, and it's because Lakeith Stanfield is in there, and I can't remember who else.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
I
So it's
haven't
like,
He plays the actual samurai.
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
why they make this when they already have like a bunch of samurai animes, Samurai Senku.
because this one was based on like actual like historical figure.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
okay.
For those of
Yes.
you, who
Yeah.
don't know, it's like this is an African man. He somehow lands in Japan, like feudal Japan, and these Japanese people, they don't know who well, for one, they don't know who the hell he is. They're like, they see this brown skin and like, oh my god, you're dirty, wash it off. This is like historical context, and then now he's over there like basically saving the villagers and all these
Yeah.
different things. It's a interesting
was-
show. I haven't watched it. I just know I knew about it and I was excited.
It's like from what I've seen in the trailer, Yasuke's like a more like it's a show. It's like not a historical thing. Like it got a lot of magic powers and stuff, but the story behind that was it was either a retainer or an enslaved African man for a Portuguese Jesuit mission that was in Japan in the 1600s. That was around that time before they kicked the Christians out. And then he left him there. The Portuguese people left him there, and he became a favorite of one of the local lords. And then they trained him and to be a samurai because obviously he's a lot bigger than anyone else there, a lot stronger, capable, and that's how we got the first black samurai.
pretty interesting stuff, guys.
That's pretty tough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Nick, now that you brought up just another show that we could be watching, what shows are you guys looking forward to? Because I know there's some manga that's getting ready to be serialized as anime. What are some stuff that you guys are looking forward to? Nick, you can start off.
Definitely. I mean, I've been waiting on it, but the remake, definitely the remake of God damn it, I'm blanking out. What were we just talking about?
Shaman King.
Shaman King remake, and looking forward to the Chainsaw anime supposedly coming out in November. Bruno, I did read the first chapter. I need to read not first chapter, first volume. Definitely need to read the rest. New season of Demon Slayer. Definitely looking forward to that. New season of oh no, there was a damn it. I think that's it. If I think of anything else, I'll let you guys know. But there was one more that's supposedly coming out this summer.
Dole, what are you thinking?
Well, 2021 has been very good to me. I've seen a lot of manga that I really like get animes. So, obviously I'm looking forward to Chainsaw Man. We haven't gotten anything from MAPPA yet. So they're putting out a promotional video, I think, towards the end of next month. So looking forward to that to see. I think that's going to be winter or fall season anime. So I'm going to see if they can pull it off. But I don't doubt them for a second. MAPPA supremacy in this house.
They are superior, dude.
Yeah, and they just announced another one that had been like the butt of jokes for years now, which is Comey Can't Communicate. That's been the butt of every joke, like for manga people, like that's never going to get animated. They finally put out a promotional video for that. So I'm looking forward to that in October. Season 2, Demon Slayer, for sure. That Red Light District arc is much more lit than anyone who hasn't read the manga thinks it will be.
That's so are they picking up after
the
Mugen Train
like,
then?
Immediately after the train, yeah.
Bet. Oh yeah, this is
it all runs together.
It's gonna be really good.
Dragon Ball Super season 2 is coming out this year. Also, I can't believe I forgot that. I don't know
Yeah,
how.
that's one that I'm probably not
No.
gonna watch, bro.
Honestly, yeah.
That's you, bro. I'm
like, I don't know.
diehard.
I'm
I
over.
am
I've been over
diehard.
Dragon Ball for like 15 years.
Bro, I'm.
Oh, look at this guy.
I could
Look at
never
this
do
guy, the
that.
oldest guy in the room. Oldest guy in the room. He wants to be act all big and bad. Oh my gosh.
Buddy, I'm just telling you the truth, man. That's why you guys think that they can win every fight. You got to branch out.
No,
Bro, I was with you for the first one.
bro.
That's with you for the second one too.
Where are you though?
Anyway, I was because I agree with you. Glory, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, echoing what everyone else said, like, I mean, like, the red light arc for Demon Slayer is about to be so good. And since UFO Table is working on it, you already know it's going to be fire. And then obviously the upcoming season of Attack on Titan, like, there's a certain chapter in the manga, chapter 122, for those of you watching, that when it gets animated, it is going to be one of the greatest episodes of Attack on Titan ever, because it's like one of the greatest chapters of the manga, and I can't wait to see that animated. And it should be coming up in like the beginning of this upcoming Attack on Titan season. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I really want Beastars to get a season 2 because it's like a genuinely interesting anime that like because of the fact that they're all like animals, but like they're like humanoid animals almost. It allows them to like really put human emotions within a context of like primal behavior, and that's something that's really interesting. That's like a reoccurring theme throughout the story, and yeah, it was awesome. I really can't think of like, you know what? I want to give Seven Deadly Sins another chance because their
That's
manga
bold. That's bold.
because their manga is still going, and I think with the sequel to the current manga, if that gets adapted, I might be willing to give it a second chance, even though Seven Deadly Sins broke my damn heart. So I might be willing to give them a second chance, although it won't be the same after what they did.
Glory, you're patient with anime. Like it's like the complete opposite because you're patient with anime, but you're not patient for any of the other bullshit that's going on in the world. Otherwise, I appreciate that. I like that about you. For me, it's basically Demon Slayer, and that's about it. I'm not super. I kind of fell off with anime lately. I can be honest with you guys. So if I wish I had more of a list like you guys do. But Nick, it's your turn, man. You let us know what your next question is.
Oh yeah, my fault. My next question is okay. This one.
This is the best one right here.
Yeah, if you were to get someone into anime, what anime would you recommend as their first anime? I'm talking about now in 2021. Someone never watched anime. Maybe they watched like, yeah, no anime actually, no anime at all. And you want to get them into anime, like say you got a girl or a boyfriend, and they're like, "Oh, I've never seen anime," and you like really want to get them into it. What would you recommend?
Dog, you go first, bro.
Oh man. Well, depends on the kind of person they are, but the easiest way to do it is to give them something like, light, easy to understand, and preferably something that don't involve too much thinking, a lot of action. So, something like Demon Slayer, or if you
That's the one
want
that Pedro got hip to, and he loves it.
Yeah, that's a good start these days. They did a really good job, I think, especially because the manga was already kind of like that, and they just followed it. But with the added layer of like the Ufotable's animation style on top of that, is just amazing. And but other than that, before Demon Slayer, I probably would have suggested any show by my favorite director, Shinichiro Watanabe, Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, Terror in Resonance. That's a little heavier. Maybe don't start with that, but Cowboy Bebop or Champloo or Space Dandy, they're a good place to start. It gets you, it's enough to get your feet in the water and make you want to be like, oh, maybe there's something to this anime stuff besides like Pokemans and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say something on that because with people nowadays, just like anime in general now is just so evolved and changed a lot for the viewers, for the newest generation of people. And not only is the animation a lot better, but the story is a lot more fast paced. Um, and there's a reason to that. Our attention spans are a lot shorter than they were in the past. Like I feel like with those older animes, it's harder to get people into nowadays. Like people like, oh, they got to start off with the classics, and it's not always the case because those older animes, they're a bit slower than Demon Slayer. They're a bit slower than My Hero. My Hero picked up real
Mm-hmm.
quick. Even Naruto picks up really quick. I feel like Cowboy Bebop, if they're watching Samurai Champloo, if they're watching Fully Cooley, maybe Fully Cooley is pretty fast paced. But animes like that with the older animation style as well, I wouldn't recommend someone watching as their first anime, to be
I'm gonna
honest.
have to push back on that a little bit just because the way you worded it sounded like these Japanese production companies are making shows for us. They're not. It's just a lot more is more accessible to us than it was like 20 years ago because companies like Funimation and Crunchyroll and Verve and and whatever the hell their parent companies are these days, they bought up all the distribution rights and now they're producing their own shows even. So, it's
Mm-hmm.
just much more widely available. It's not that anime changed that much because the shows you reference are just basic, like shonen type shows, which have
Yeah,
always
for sure.
existed. So, and it's not that they're making it for people with shorter attention spans, is that it's so competitive now that they try their hardest now to get, whereas you used to get like a regular season of a show would have been like 26 episodes and then that might have been it, but now they try and fit everything into 12 episodes and then try and get it renewed again and again and again,
Yeah.
so they cram more stuff into less episodes, so it seems more fast paced, but it's really pretty much the same thing, like story wise.
Yeah, that's true.
Lori, what do you think?
I mean, I've been thinking about this because it almost depends on like who the person is because like I know that there are some people that like generally prefer the older animation styles and like they don't want much action, they want a lot of thought. I mean, I'd say okay, the first two that came to my mind are Samurai Champloo because it's and one of the primary reasons for that is because it was one of the inspirations for the Boondocks. So it's like one of those deals where, hey, you grew up liking the Boondocks, you'll like this. It was inspired by this anime. You know, good story, good fights, good animation, kick-ass opening, and yeah. And then the second one I thought of, which is like, I don't know how good it is for a first timer, but like I don't know. I just wanted to test the waters with it. I thought about Soul Eater because
Ooh.
yeah, like it's got good fights, it's got good animation, it's got a good story, nice characters. I think it's like yeah, I don't want to say like one of the mainstream shonen ones like Demon Slayer, Dragon Ball Z or My Hero because like even though they are great to get people into, like I don't know. I just also want to think of something else too because I know that sometimes the reason why people stay away from anime is because like, oh, I don't want to see two grown men screaming at each other, da, da, da. Like there's no thought going into it. It's like, okay, that's because you're not watching the right anime. That's because you don't realize that there's more genres to it than shonen. So yeah.
For sure. Nick, what do you think, bro?
So I'm looking at the chat over here. Compared to the new animation these days are OC compared to the stuff from even like 15 years ago. Yeah, with technology, it's a lot easier to push out those like crazy fight scenes with high frame rates and zero
And
to no.
CG too.
Yeah, CGI and the pixels are in the millions now. Like it's crazy. And then they said Satterel said, "You want good older animation? Watch the Ghost in the Shell movie or Akira." Honestly, I feel like Akira is definitely an attention grabber, but it's also like a mind fuck. Like, if you miss certain parts in Akira, you're not going to know what's going on.
Yeah, I was
And-
talking about like the animation style.
Yeah, for sure. Animation style. Satterel's you?
No.
Oh, because you said you didn't say Akira. That's why when I mentioned Akira, and you're like, "Oh yeah,
But you did say Akira in the chat.
yeah." So basically, I mean, Ghost in the Shell movie was pretty fantastic too. I think people would love those. But like anime like shows in general, honestly, I agree. Demon Slayer is a pretty good one. I honestly recommend most of the people that I try to get into anime. I usually show them Naruto just because it's so easy to relate. Especially with at least the people I know, they're more like shy, reserved, or like um, big jokesters and stuff like that. So um, I feel like they can connect to Naruto more, and so like um, damn, I'm forgetting your Glory said, and like Dole said. Um, you can it all depends on the person, to be honest. Like if the person's like super sociable, like you can show them I feel like Demon Slayer would be a good one because like they talk, or My Hero Academia.
The first couple episodes are annoying just because Midoriya kept on freaking crying every damn episode.
Yeah.
That was the
Well,
worst.
yeah, they
Never-
do that on purpose, so it's easy. So it's like a lot easier and more visible character development.
Yeah, never show
Yeah.
anybody what is it, not Soul Eater, damn, with Asta, what is it called?
Oh, Black Clover.
Black
Don't show
Clover.
nobody
Clover.
Black
No,
Clover as their
Yeah,
first
they-
anime.
no.
Dude,
Everyone
because-
ragged on that show, and
Black
it's like,
Clover is
it's a
just
good
annoying
show.
because he just yells. All he
It's
does
a,
is
it's a
yell.
good manga, but like that thing got rightfully ragged on like when it came out. Jesus Christ.
He's always yelling, man. Like for
Well, that's a shonen for you, dude. Like that.
No,
that's
but-
Yeah.
that's the other
You
thing.
watch-
Like you gotta always. Usually, it's easier to just have somebody start with a shonen because what are you gonna do? Show them a psychological show like Psychopaths? You're gonna show them a slice of life like Clanad? No, you're gonna show them something that's like, this is intro to anime. Like this is what like anime is, and then you can choose like as their taste develops. That's when they can get into the other stuff, because for the most part, you don't really see people starting with shows like, Welcome to NHK or like Steins Gate or something.
Tokyo Ghoul. Would you show someone Tokyo Ghoul as the first anime?
I mean, I would because I don't care, but most people wouldn't.
I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's a
Tokyo
big.
Ghoul. Oh, I was gonna say
Intense.
Tokyo Ghoul is one of those animes that you show to someone who's like shit talking anime, like, oh, isn't that just cartoons for kids and stuff? And then you whip
Yeah.
out like Tokyo Ghoul and Attack on Titan and Death Note, and you're like, now what?
Oh,
And they're like, damn, that's kinda ham.
I always skip that part and go straight to the YouTube clips of Blood Sea and Geno Cyber.
Oh yeah,
I don't
Dole,
care. I
Dole
show
showed
them.
me this one anime where it's like the main character, I believe, is like not wearing anything, and she just looks at people and like they just explode.
Oh, Elfin Lead, yeah.
That was insane. I was like, dude, what is this, man? And that was crazy. What's
The Japanese
Well-
are very funny people when it comes to their anime, like the super out there anime. It's hilarious. But my choices are,
oh yeah.
I would say, I agree with you, Glory. I think Soul Eater would be a good first choice. I like Fire Force a whole lot. I think that'd be a good choice for some
Ooh,
people.
I didn't even think about
Fire
that.
Oh
Force
my
is
God.
Fire
what about-
Force is by the same guy, by the way.
What
That's
Is it?
about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Yeah.
I was just talking to my brother about that too, and he said Full Metal Alchemist.
And that's a good
Brotherhood.
one to start with, but that's like a pretty long commitment.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
And it's
That's the
pretty
thing.
sad and daunting.
I mean,
It's a
it's
good,
not.
it's a
It
good
is.
show.
It's a
though.
good show
Bro.
to start with, but like usually when you want to get somebody into it, depending on how patient you are, you want to give them something that's like 12 to 20 episodes season. Because you can do Full Metal Alchemist. That's like one of the best shows ever made. Brotherhood, actually, Brotherhood. Let me just
Yeah,
clarify that.
Brotherhood.
But
Brotherhood.
But that's a-
Brotherhood.
that's a long commitment.
It's a good
Yeah.
commitment.
Some people
though.
might, and
Yeah.
some people might drop out. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
But if you like, yeah, again, if you like slow burning, kind of like older anime, I guess I would say Champloo, or I would say Cowboy Bebop too. Death Note, I would say too. I mean, if you like thrillers, like psychological thrillers, I would say Death Note. Like
Death Note is
That
definitely
was
an attention grabber, dude.
one
And
of
it's
my
short,
favorite
too.
ever. One of my favorites ever.
That one's a quick one too. You could finish Death Note in like a week easily.
But
No problem.
moving on. And Glory, you can start off with this one. We can plop you into any anime universe that you want.
Oh goddamn.
Which one would you want to be in? Doesn't have to be one. You can give us 2, or you can give us 3.
All right. Well, I can tell you off the bat which ones I don't want to pop into. And I don't want to go into Beastars. I definitely don't want to go into Demon Slayer. I for sure don't want to go into Attack on Titan.
Death Note?
No. I don't think I want to do Death Note. I want
You
to
just gotta be incognito with Death Note. You just gotta.
Yeah. You
Nobody
gotta be
knows
like
your real
perfect. You
name.
gotta be the perfect person.
I know that's the thing.
But then even then he might be like, she's
like,
fake.
oh no, they're
She's
too
fake.
perfect.
No, that's not real. You gotta die.
He died the worst way
Dang.
possible too.
If he's that sick, yeah. Glory, do you need a minute, or should I go to somebody else?
I might need a minute. If any of y'all if any of y'all got something else, then y'all chime in before me, because
Nick,
I
you
might
think-
need a minute. Hold up.
Nick,
Let-
you have any thoughts?
Let dual excitement go with this one.
Dole, what do you think, man?
Man, I mean, if I
Because you
was
got like a
talking about
long
my
list.
yeah, I mean, if I had to go off of my own taste of like just the stuff that kind of things that I like I would say well, I'm a sucker for space westerns, so you know, something like Outlaw Star, Cowboy Bebop, like, you know, gritty, but you got interstellar travel and all that good stuff, and that's the kind of sci-fi shit that I like. So, you know, probably something like that, or I don't know, one of the billions of slices of life that I've read that make high school look nice and easy.
Right?
Because I
I
can
was gonna
promise you my high school romances did not go smoothly.
Right? Nah, I could definitely like pop myself into like a slice of life, or like a more like one of those really pretty kind of slice of lifey, but like also fantasy animes with like a Beyond the Boundary. Or I could do Mob Psycho's world. I could do that world. Yeah. Or like I could also it'll sound basic, but I could also do Dragon Ball Z, because I know that in that one, I forgot the girl's name. She was Gohan's girl, Vidal, I
Videl.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Videl.
Vidal. But like she was a human, but she like was still able to fly. So like I'd go into that universe so I could like, you know, get someone to teach me how to fly.
But doesn't Earth get destroyed like every 2 episodes?
like a million
But,
times.
but Dragon Balls.
She gets
They
brought
don't
back,
even-
dude.
So you're gonna spend
Sometimes-
your whole waking life going after like a hard reset? Like,
But I
Yeah.
can fly though.
You
you're
can
gonna fly away from the bombs hitting your house. Like,
Kamehameha just passes right by her fucking head.
that's
like-
just as bad as living in one of the secret villages in Naruto, bro. Those guys are like World War, like every like
Oh my
5
God.
seconds up until
yeah,
Boruto
Zabuza just
started.
appears like out of nowhere and just wrecks your shit.
That'd be a lot to deal with.
Like, my God, some of these shonen people live in violent universes.
I know.
Dude, I think mine is an easy answer. Probably be High School DxD, but
Oh,
you're such
nah.
a punk. You're such a punk. Just go ahead and say it. Just
High
go
School
ahead and say
DxD, why not, dude?
metamorphosis is something you fucking weed.
High School DxD, dude.
High School DxD.
Nah,
yes,
nah.
sir.
With all seriousness, nah, hell no.
Nah,
But
he was
probably
serious.
like,
Don't lie.
Sword Art Online would be kind of cool because you're like in a video game. That would be super sick. I would love to just be in a
So
video.
you want to
game.
get stuck in a video game and then die if you die
Yeah.
in the game?
stuck in a video
Oh, can people enjoy things, bro?
Hell no.
stuck in a video game, bro.
Definitely
and
not.
like just like trying to level up as much as I can, bro. I'll go ham.
Which one though? So the original or Gun Gale?
Oh, original first.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
That's
Yeah,
good.
don't give me that
Good,
bull.
good. So, 'cause some
I'd
people,
be
saw
following
that.
Kirito the whole time. I'd be following Kirito
Right, I'd
the
be
whole
like,
time.
yo,
Like, hey,
what's
you got
good?
this.
You my mans. You
I
the
mean,
homie.
if we're talking isekai, I'd go with Konosuba just because it's like that show's hilarious, and I would love to be friends with all the characters in that.
Damn, I had my fucking
Nice hand.
Or you
bro.
have any better idea now?
No, I don't. Cause and man, with isekai, it gets a bit. I don't know. I feel like with isekai, it gets more complicated with me because like I just would not like the idea of like living in a simulation.
Shit,
I
we
don't
already
know.
do.
What if you don't know though?
I mean, not all of it is
You
a
don't
simulation.
know.
Isekai, the word isekai just means other world. So like
Yeah,
you know,
because you
Sword Art
die.
is a simulation, but the other ones are
Yeah.
like they're a world, just not this one.
Yeah, you die and then you just like are respawned in a new world. That would be pretty sick.
Sure, to me, I would want to live in like any sport anime world, or I'd want to be in like
Oh, I
that'd be
didn't
fun
even
for
think
me.
of that.
Sport anime world would be
that one
fun.
went way over my head. I didn't think of that. either.
Bro, I'd be going to all the games in Kuroko no Basketball. Like,
Hell yeah! I would. Oh my god!
like
Just
imagine
seeing-
being able to see, or like even something like Yuri on Ice, like being able to see like those like animated sporting events, but like in real life, that would be dope. That would be dope.
That'd be
Yeah,
dope. Yep. Sport anime or like Food Wars. That'd be dope.
Food Wars
I'd
would
be one of the judges.
lit.
Food Wars would be dope.
I
I
would
would
be
love because I love food so much. I would be down to do that. And plus, anime food always looks good. So why wouldn't you want to do with that?
Yeah, Food Wars.
But guys, man, one more, and then we might think of some more. We might interact with the live stream chat. Nick, you can start off with this one, bro. You can have any power in any universe from any mainstream show or any show in general. What power would you
Oh
want to
my
have?
god, dude!
Oh no,
This one is so hard, bro. Mm,
so many.
damn, man. Honestly, definitely not Deku's power. All for one is not the move, bro. Sorry. I'm mainly thinking about My Hero Academia. Death Note, I would not want a Death Note in real life. I would be like, not too much responsibility. No, thank you. Bye. Sorry. Definitely don't want Krillin's power because he fucking dead all the time. Damn, man, this is hard.
Damn.
I think one of the coolest powers is that one dude. He like whatever he eats, he turns into. What's that from My Hero?
Oh, that's from the Big Threes class.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but like and he's super shy too, and he can become like an
Oh
octopus and
yeah.
all the other stuff. I can't remember his name.
That
Talking
one's
about
pretty
Tamaki.
cool.
Yeah, Tamaki.
Yeah.
There you go.
That one's cool, and also the person with the earbuds. That one's cool. Like you can hear whatever. You just put like the
Ear
earbuds,
jack?
Jiro.
the jack somewhere.
Yeah,
I
Jiro.
always thought
I like Jiro.
I forgot her name, but like the one where she can like take objects out of her skin and like
Oh, starts with an M. Fuck, I forgot her name. She can like create objects from her body.
yeah. Like she
Uh,
can
Yo something. I
Yoda
think.
user or something.
Yoda, yeah.
yeah, I always thought that one was cool, but like oh man, there's so much
I
though.
like Bobo's power too.
Right.
The nose hairs.
Bro. Facial hair would just be the greatest weapon ever. I mean, I'm still struggle growing this beard. So
To make
having
your
facial hair would
beard
be great.
connect at all times, bro. That'll be sick.
Ultimate blessing, man. Ultimate blessing. Though, what would you think, man? Or what power would you want to have?
What power would I want to have? Shit, plot armor.
Plot armor, yeah,
Right.
bro. Plot armor would be the greatest power ever.
But if we're talking about an in-universe power, one that interested me pretty recently was the character from crap. What's the English name? The 2 Year Eternity. I don't know why I forgot that. Yeah, I like that power. It's basically like this sphere that can turn into any inanimate object that it touches, and that includes taking on the form of like dead things that were alive but are dead now. So like if he touches like a dead dog, he turns into a dog. Touches a dead human, or like people that he interacts with when they die, he can turn into them too. And he's only downside is he's immortal. So I don't want to be immortal. Sounds like a drag.
That would be the word. Yeah. Who? I'm not gonna talk about it because it's gonna be a sad thing. But for me, it'd either be Goku's instant transmission. I would love to have that power.
I know.
'cause
I was thinking of that.
I do not have the patience to sit in traffic. I would want to do instant transmission.
Oh yeah,
I would
facts.
want to be again sports anime world, being able to just I could be the most average athlete ever, and I could dunk. I could do whatever the hell I wanted to. That'd be a great power.
And I just thought of all the damn powers, like, and all the cool weapons that they have in the Fate franchise. Cause like the thing that the Fate franchise done as well is like once you get into like Fate Grand Order Babylonia, then they start like literally recreating the gods and stuff. So I could get like the powers of like Gilgamesh or something.
Oh damn,
So
that's pretty tough.
Super tough.
But instant transmission, that's goated because like you don't even
yeah.
have to slide in people's DMs anymore. You could just
But then you have to know them
Like,
too. But you have to know them and like know their chi and all that too. So that'd be kind of hard.
So wouldn't a Rinnegan be more convenient for that kind of stuff? Since you
nah,
don't need
bro,
any of that.
But you just gotta know what they look like. You could just like
Well, if we're gonna do Rinnegan, you could talk about Sharingan and like literally just genjutsu them and make them fall in love with you.
Sharingan would be
Do whatever you
lit.
want them to do.
Yeah, but then you got to be good
Yeah.
at it. If you have the Rinnegan, that means you're already nice. So
Yeah, that's true too.
Master.
Sharingan does this is like, yeah, that's just a cheat, and you don't want to be that type of guy to just, oh, I have to trick somebody to love me. No, you don't want to do that. So maybe I'll take that back. But yeah, what's going on with the chat? Let's look what's going on with the chat, guys.
Chat is lit. We got
Chat is always lit.
We got Brendoza saying she would love to have Jigglypuff's power.
man,
Jigglypuff
just listen to
power.
anything Drake's put out recently. It'll
She
put you
is-
right to sleep.
Jigglypuff's power is she sings and she puts people to sleep and she can float like a freaking pink balloon.
Like Kirby and Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
man Stan says, I feel like Gilgamesh could definitely have something like instant transmission.
Yep.
Right? Like if we're doing that, you
And-
just got to choose any of these shows with like a god in it.
Dro said
Dro
Boba
says
Fett-
he wants Monkey D. Luffy's powers be a big ass
The
rubber band.
Gum.
I like that. You could have Ace's power too. You could have his brother's power be
I
able to
didn't
just
watch that far
flames.
ahead. He's not hip to- he's
Oh
not
my
hip to fourth
god,
gear.
bro. No,
He's
we
not
were
hip
just
to fourth
talking about
gear.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I would so love to have I would so love to be able to do alchemy. And
Oh, that'd be
like
lit.
stuff.
I would and like having like Roy Mustang's power, like boom, you're on fire.
Most
Or,
badass
like,
character.
Or like
Yeah, he
how
was
or like
savage.
how Ed does it where he doesn't even need a transmutation circle. He just like and then boom, he's got anything he
Whatever,
wants.
whatever, yeah.
Man.
That'd be sick. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. The freaking Luffy would be so ham. Luffy's
No,
power.
like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Guys,
Or it would be so cool to be Merlin from Seven Deadly Sins too.
Merlin would be lit.
I'll be the sleepy dude. What's his name? The sloth. What's his I forgot his name. The one that's
King?
always on the pillow. King. Yeah.
Oh, Harlequin the Fairy King. I'd love to be him too. Is it like
Bro, you just have a pillow and you just float all the time and you freaking do whatever you want. You are
go
king.
from a little boy. You can go from a little boy to a grown man. Have superpowers everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Season 1 and 2 of Seven Deadly Sins are the only good seasons. Season 3, I have very low expectations for, just because I don't want to even watch that season. It's a lot of disappointment. Glory. I
they
don't know how you're gonna
really
deal with it.
like they really ruined like what was supposed to be one of the greatest moments in the whole series. Like that Meliodas versus Escanor fight was like when I read that in the manga, I was like, oh man, this been a slap when it gets animated, and like I can't wait for it. And then they animate it using like what 7 frames, and I'm just like, yo, y'all can't.
Yeah, it
do
was short as
that.
shit. I was kind of pissed. Yeah. What's the best anime fight scene you guys think of 2021?
Of 2021.
21.
Or 20, you could be 2020 also, because 2021 did just start.
Gloria,
Me
you want to start off
personally-
with
I
that one?
haven't.
Go ahead.
Or no, Nick, you go first because you already have your
Yeah.
answer.
Okay, me personally, man, nothing has amazed me more than Toto and Yuji Itadori fighting the freaking plant dude. That was phenomenal, man. And then Goju at the end, bro. Oh,
Yeah.
that was just
Probably
the
have to
icing on
say
the that was the icing on the cake, dude. That was icing on the cake.
I mean, you know, if I had to say 2021, I'd probably go with the Rengoku's fight in the
Versus
movie.
Aka's,
Yeah, like
bro.
that movie was that
He's a
movie was
dog.
amazing. That fight was amazing. Like I already knew what was coming, and I was still like, "Holy shit!"
Nah,
Like that just
but
happened.
the fight that's coming up, bro, is gonna be.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
That's the
that's what
greatest-
came out already.
bro, yeah, that's true. But damn, man,
Like imagine, like I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like when we get to the upper moons, like the rest of the
dog,
upper moons,
they go ham, they go
Oh.
crazy.
especially
They-
because like okay, like I'm not really giving it anything away because like y'all can kind of see this coming, but like like Akaza, he will be back, so it's like
I just feel like the whole fight, the thing with the movie is they focus a lot on God damn it, I really need to memorize their names.
Tanjiro.
Yeah, they really focus so much on Tanjiro and like Rengoku's fight. I just feel like was a little too short. There was not much to it, by the time like he just, I don't know. I feel like it happened. It was like an eighth of the movie was that fight, and everything else was in the train.
Yeah,
It was
I
good.
get that.
It was good pacing for the movie though. Like that was a good hour and a half of just like watching the good plot plus just the good fights. It was just one of my favorite anime movies ever. I don't know what you guys think of like anime movies, but because
Like,
sometimes
look
they
at-
disappoint, sometimes they're good.
Yeah.
Most of the times they disappoint, but this one was
Look at the
amazing.
fight scene
Perfect.
for the Broly movie
I
compared to
mean,
that.
most
fight
movies
scene.
are actually, especially when they're based on like shonen shows, they're actually like better because they blow like an entire season's budget, but instead of a whole season, it's like a 2-hour movie.
Mhm.
Facts.
So they got
That's
a
true.
lot more production
Yeah.
value.
Especially when you got like unlimited budget works working on it with UFO Table. It's like cause like I never got to see it in theaters, but like when
Ooh.
UFO Table came out with the Fate Stay Night Heaven's Field trilogy, those are some of the most like beautiful, amazing, compelling fights anime fights I've ever seen in my life. And then like getting to see one of their movies in theater with Demon Slayer, that was like, oh my god.
Best. Yeah, that was fantastic. I
Yeah.
watched it first on like a 55-inch TV, and then I went to go see it with them at a movie theater. And it's just like you can't beat that movie theater experience.
You can't. It's
Never.
awesome. And like,
The-
I mean,
can't
I
wait.
haven't watched much enough anime this year, but I mean, like, in terms of fights, it would probably be that Rengoku versus Akaza fight, or I don't know if it would be considered a fight, but like Eren versus the Warhammer Titan combined with like the full assault on Marley in Attack on Titan season 4. I thought that was just lit.
So what are you thinking, man?
Attack on Titan fan.
And then because your man Stan is asking if this includes movies, I want to. This is like going back to
I'm
the Dragon
including
Ball Z
movies.
movies.
Yeah, it includes movies. Yeah.
This is including the Dragon Ball Z movies, and this goes back like a long time. But I think both the Cooler movies they're so underrated to me, and I hate that they don't get talked about enough. Like I could talk about Broly, or I don't even know. Let's say Rat the Dragon, something like that. Resurrection F sucked. That wasn't
horrible.
a good movie to me. But like
It
Coolers
was
were
so bad they had to put it back in the anime when Super came out.
big
Yeah.
facts. No, Cooler's Revenge. Both of the Cooler movies are really good to me. Rat the Dragons. I don't know what you guys think of those two, but two of my favorite anime movies. Plus Spirited Away, and Princess Mononoke. Two classics right there as well.
Yeah, that are pretty good action sequences too.
Wait, what did you say was the fight scene of best fight scene of these past 2 years?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Good question.
Past 2 years, you said?
Oh, we're saying
Past 2
past
years.
2 years.
No.
Yeah,
As
I was
in
gonna
this
say.
year, this
I'll
year
revise
that's
that.
no, this present year and last year.
Oh, I liked
I gotta revise some stuff.
Tanjiro versus the little boy
Rui.
demon.
Yeah, episode
No.
19, like
That's-
minute, like 20, bro. Like
Rui's the spider dude. Is that the one
Yeah.
you're talking
yeah,
about?
Tanjiro versus
So-
Rui.
the one that converted
Yep.
like half of
Yep,
Twitter to
that
anime
one right
heads.
there. The one that everybody was like, "Oh my god, I gotta watch this show." That was like that's a cultural reset right there.
Bro,
One of my
but-
favorites.
But Tomioka, that's all
bro,
I gotta say, bro. He's so savage. That's my favorite, dude.
bro, he
he
didn't
doesn't
even
get it.
move it in. She said,
Yeah, he
"Lol."
he doesn't get really like a time to shine for real till later on, but damn, like he
Yeah.
gets it in later. Like I'll tell you that much.
Yes, he does. And
then-
also, the
About to start crying.
I forgot his I forgot his name, but the dude in Mob Psycho that can like that uses his like, oh my god, that's another thing. I ain't even say I would have Mob's powers. I would totally have Mob's psychic powers. But like there's a dude in Mob Psycho that can like teleport, and the way they do the fight is like really awesome because they play with like the camera angles, and at one point it's like first person too, and that's dope. And also the final fight in season 2 of Mob Psycho between him and Toy Cheeto, I think that's his name. Those are two amazing fights.
Look, Simon says in the chat, gatekeeping is a civic duty of all seasoned weebs. Jose Fernandez asks, LMAO, what does the panel think about that? Panel, what do you think about that?
I mean,
Gloria, you
gotta
go first.
You gotta
I'll let
give-
you guys go first.
Yeah, Gloria, I'll let you go first on that one because I know you got a good opinion about it.
I mean, I get why people in anime would like gatekeep just because like growing up, if you were into it, you did take a lot of shit for it. So like I understand why you would develop like that kind of, like hipster almost attachment to it. But like at the same time, like now that more people are getting into anime, I say, hey, like why not just celebrate anime more even now than like prevent people who are just starting to get into it from getting into it. And then there's also, and then I guess like, yeah, and like we can't hate on a popular series just because it's popular, because like I feel that, but at the same time it's like there's a reason why they're popular and also they're fun too. So yeah, that's kind of my first take on that.
Nick, what do you think, bro?
So honestly, I guess I'm not a weeb because I don't gatekeep at all. Like I beg my friends, all of them, to get into anime. I'm like, dude, why haven't you gotten into anime yet? Like anime is legit. Anime is literally the best thing you can do is watch anime, other than these crappy ass little soap opera dramas and dumb other TV shows that they have on Netflix,
Right?
on Hulu. Like watch an anime, dude. You're not gonna be sad, or you'll be sad, but like
Depends on how invested you are into it and what you watch, but
just
yeah.
do it because like for me, like I got so much shit for anime, like high school, middle school. It's just like, oh, you watch
Same.
anime, you're fucking weird. Like what the hell is wrong with you? Like you just like big busty girls or whatever, like looking at like cartoon girls. And I'm like, nah, there's so much more to it, like so much more, like, and they just don't know, and I want to get them hip, so I tell whoever I can to watch anime. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but definitely don't think I'm a gatekeeper. And if you are, like, you shouldn't be. Just spread it. Let's get this community blasting.
Nick, I'm with you, bro. I was a big fan of it in middle school. fell off kind of like as a junior and senior in like high school. But now I'm back in love with it. I love the shows. I'm always trying to get people to watch it. Always recommending people to watch certain shows. So I think having a big community for anime is great. But with that being said, Dole, what do you think, man? Because you gave this question, so I know you got something to say about it.
All right, look, when I say gatekeeping is a civic duty, I'm just busting everyone's balls because that's what I do.
Yep.
But I'd be lying if I, especially the beginning when it was like, Michael B. Jordan and Kim Kardashian and all them motherfuckers making it popular. If I
Meg
didn't
the
feel like
Stallion.
a little bitter, like thinking like, dog, you guys, like you motherfuckers, like gave me so much shit that I had to hide like this entire side of my life for like 10 years so I wouldn't get bullied more, you know. And now look at you guys. But and when I say my brand of gatekeeping is like people who act like they know more than other people, even though they only watch like Dragon Ball. That's when I'll be in there like, okay, but consider the following, and then like make them question their life choices and then go cry in a corner. But no, I definitely like it, especially because yeah, sure, this is a bunch of people watching stuff on their computers, phones, and whatnot, but it translates to real life too, because I like to go to conventions, and it's gotten a lot more traction the last 10 years or so, to the point where that's like a thing that you can tell somebody you go, and instead of looking at you funny, I mean, people still look at you funny, but it'll like more often than was before, it'll be like, oh yeah, that's cool, like I always wanted to do something like that. So it's more than just like the shows themselves, it's more like the subculture is more accepted, because I used to get called a lot of slurs that I'm not going to repeat on here, but yeah, it wasn't a fun time in the late 2000s.
Well,
Yeah.
probably was a lot less forgiving at that time. I think because for me, I was in high school, middle school from like 2006 to 2010, right around there. So it was it was a weird time for me too. But then I wasn't like embracing it like I am now. So I feel you. I feel you, Dole. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know,
mean, like
man.
I embraced it a lot, but I had to like hide it too, just because like like Dole was saying, it's like you get shit on for it, or like you either hide it or have to hide it, or you get shit on for it. And it's like at some point, I was just like, okay, you know what? I don't even like y'all anyways. So like I just came out open with it, and then like the more. And then, like when I got open about it, then all of a sudden I'm seeing like all these celebrities, and I'm like, man, really?
Yeah, like to this day, it kind of rubbed off on me in that like the clothes that I wear, like I wear anime shirts now, but they'll never like I have maybe one shirt that has like a character's face on it. The rest of it is just like symbols and stuff from shows, because that way, a normal person wouldn't see that and be like, oh, look at this weirdo.
Yeah,
But
now
then
it's
people
like
who did watch it would see it and be like, oh, cool, I know that show. It's like
it's
an
like
in
pop
crowd
culture
thing.
now to be wearing again like a My Hero Academia shirt, Naruto shirt,
Yeah, but that was
Demon Slayer,
that was never
whatever it
my
may be.
that was never
DBZ.
really my style, like wearing like the actual characters on
Yeah.
me. But I
DBZ
think it was more
especially.
subtle.
DBZ shirts are super popular now. You got like
Yeah, now you sell them at like Hot Topic and like Target and all that. It's like crazy, bro. I used to have to
Facts.
buy these things off of like freaking Amazon.
Yeah.
Pedro says crazy how 90s kids all watched anime. Big
Uh,
facts.
that's
Your
because you
man's
blessed us with basic cable, bro. The WB Kids and
WB
Super.
Kids, Cartoon Network,
the
Adult
Cartoon
Swim,
Network.
Adult
Oh
Swim
yeah, Adult
specifically.
Swim is the
Yeah.
one that did the branch off of Toonami, and then at some point it got so popular they
Bro,
had that block moved earlier in the day so more kids could watch it.
let's talk about the culture. First, I want to acknowledge your man Stan's comment. Some of these real people shows do be hitting though. And then someone named Bruno says we don't do real people shows here, friend. I don't know about you, man, but I like some of the real people shows too. Your man Stan, I'm with you. But I want to talk about the cultural significance of Toonami, bro, because Toonami was it for everybody. That's how I got started with like Dragon Ball
Mm-hmm.
Z,
Yep.
Samurai
Tsunami
Jack,
was the
even though that's a
bridge.
cartoon.
hmm
That's like a gate, bro. Toonami was like a
Yeah.
gateway drug.
But like there were so many gateways. Like there were tons of like kids growing up where even even if they weren't watching anime, they were watching so much stuff that was inspired by anime. Like Boondocks would not exist if it weren't for anime. Avatar: The Last Airbender would not exist if it weren't for anime. And like, you know, on the more like girly side of things, like Winx Club, that was heavily anime inspired. Like that's literally like taking pages out of Sailor Moon.
Literally,
And then
same
you
thing.
also have like Samurai Jack and all these other shows that like straight up were their author straight up admitted to be like, oh yeah, this manga inspired this. And like, yeah.
Nick, what do you think of it, bro?
I mean, honestly, it's like you said, like, dude, Toonami and the was it WB?
WB Kids. Yeah, WB
Dude,
Kids.
like those were the bridges for anime for us. There was no other way.
WB had like Mega Man, right? WB
it was
had
crazy.
Mega Man and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mega Man had Sonic. That's how you would watch Sonic. That's how you watch Beyblade. Like, oh my god, it just keeps
Beyblade
going
was
on,
tough.
man.
Oh, I would like.
Beyblade, let it rip.
I would be in Beyblade's world too. Oh my god, that'd be lit.
So they always had like a Yu-Gi-Oh, whether it's GX, the OG, or whatever. They would have the Jackie Chan Adventures show. I don't know if you guys wasn't that. I think
Yeah.
that was WB4 Kids also.
Yeah, no, that
I
was
wanna
the
WB Static Shock.
yeah.
Just
Oh,
no,
Teen
Superman was
Titans.
on there too.
It was that
It's a
Saturday
bit
morning
later,
block
but
that
Teen
was solid as
Titans.
shit.
Zatch Bell, I think was also WB4 Kids. Zatch Bell was one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
Tough.
Yeah,
I think
remember
this
that
one was Cartoon Network, but like obviously it's like a DC comic, but like the style is very much related to anime. But Teen Titans, like
Super.
Here, the
yeah.
original
Teen
one,
Titan.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
the
original
original one, not Teen Titans Go, because that's trash. Teen Titans.
Oh,
But then,
yeah, I
but Teen
remember that
Titans
one.
Go was smart enough to make fun of itself.
Yeah, they did the
Makes
meta
Teen
joke
Titan-
about
yeah.
it.
I give them
I
credit
saw
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with your man Stan. Toonami was a super gateway, man.
Yeah, because Toonami was because before Toonami, it was like they passed some things, but there wasn't a serious like anime related block on basic television, which like not everyone had cable at the time.
Crunchyroll
So-
was not a thing at the time.
Crunchyroll
like,
was
I
a
don't
s- like a website in like
So,
2005. That's way.
how many
later,
of you
but-
guys
Bro,
was
I used to read like anime chapters on YouTube.
Yeah,
back
when
in
they
the
had
day,
the
too.
with the part 1 through 4, like all that stuff, you had to
Yes,
pause
sir.
it to read it. It was a lot harder, in the 90s. You had to go to Blockbuster if you were lucky; they'd have something. Otherwise, you'd have to get it imported through a site like JList or something from
Did y'all go-
Japan, which dubs weren't even like a real thing. Like that was like the dub market was real slim.
yeah.
Back
Did
then.
you guys ever? Did you ever go to like Blockbusters and get the Pokemon 2000 movie?
Oh yeah, all
or
the time.
anything
Yes.
like that?
All
Yes.
the time.
Went to that Blockbusters over in Wheaton on Grandview.
I would go to the Blockbusters on 16th and rent those movies out. That was a great time for me.
That one in Silver Spring.
Dude,
Yes, sir.
also, how many
Sorry,
of you
Glory,
guys
kind of being local right now. Being local leaves.
how many of you guys had to like search multiple websites in order to watch all of Naruto Shippuden or all of the regular Naruto online? Like I don't remember, like, and all those sites were constantly having ads or they'd give you viruses or whatever. You would have to
Yeah.
like they would get
But-
shut down and you have to look for another one.
By
It was
that
such
time,
a pain, man.
by the time Naruto aired on Toonami in like 2005 or something, the subs were already like Crunchyroll already existed. Like you could watch it, but it wasn't in English, and that's why I didn't watch it because I was like, "The fuck am I gonna do?"
I mean,
subs
people
for?
had to
'Cause
pay for it also.
I was a
and
kid.
just
No,
like,
you didn't have to. No, Crunchyroll started off as a
Yeah.
regular streaming site. Like Crunchyroll was like that bootleg ass site.
oh,
And
yeah.
like I know Marvin used to be on that to watch
used to-
Bleach.
Me and my brother would just like search up like Naruto Watch Now or
Mhm.
whatever, like on Google, and just see what we would
Mhm.
find.
Yeah, we'd be on the blogspot sites, on those sketchy little chat rooms, looking around
Super.
for it. But
Or
you
you'd
know,
be
to-
like Naruto season 7, episode 21, full
Right,
episode,
like-
But
and then
this
you're
is
on
all
like page
after-
7.
but this is all after Toonami like became a thing, and that's the reason we were all doing it because they didn't have the dedicated block. So I think it's because they initially started airing some late night shows, like some real slight stuff, and it got traction. and then they made a Saturday night block, and then they decided, okay, we're gonna make like its own show, see how this works out. So then we could throw. So originally, it was supposed to be American and Japanese animated shows. It's supposed to be like less cartoony stuff. So it had Thundercats, He-Man,
my
like
God.
Voltron.
He-Man.
Also,
I had
He-Man and Voltron
He-Man.
were lit.
Yeah.
Saint Seiya was on Toonami too, and I love
Yeah, that
Saint
was one of the
Seiya.
original
Toonami.
ones.
Yeah.
So then, it
Super
gets all the
OG.
kids into that. And, then you had WB Kids for the more kid-oriented anime shows like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Beyblade, Digimon, all that good stuff.
Digimon was
Oh,
lit.
Digimon was fire.
And so,
dude.
and then there
Yeah.
was, on top of that, like, especially for those of us born in the 90s, there was the fucking Pokemon craze in the late 90s where, like, that was serious, bro. Like, I used my allowance to get, like, the little Pokemon figurines that would come into Pokeballs.
Well, I would beg my parents. I just want one pack, mom. Just
Oh, yeah,
I got 5 A's, mom. I just want one pack.
Me and my brother would beg too, except we had to do chores for it. We had to work for it. We're like 5
tough.
years old.
I
Dude,
feel that.
crazy.
I feel that.
Crazy
To
times,
get
guys.
to get Yu-Gi-Oh cards, man. did
Oh,
the
I got
most for
Yu-Gi-Oh
those
cards
two.
another way, but let me not repeat that.
Oh,
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh,
we brought up we brought up Teen Titans and Static Shock. I want to ask you guys, manga or comic books?
Oh manga.
Would you rather read?
Manga, and I have
Yeah.
both. Like, it might be obvious for me manga, but I just bought a comic like the
I have
other
a
day.
box of comics, but I honestly rather read manga. Like comics are very entertaining to read, especially the Deadpool comics. Like those are
But that's
fucking
He's
But see, that's the
hilarious,
thing.
bro.
Here in the
geeks.
US, like when you say comics, you automatically think like a certain genre. You
Think of Marvel,
superheroes, you
DC,
think
yeah, DC,
Marvel,
yeah.
DC, and then like
but like
it's so
the
much that they
Boondocks, like that's a comic.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
a Washington Post comic by a guy from Columbia, Maryland, went to University of Maryland,
Aaron
a
Magruder.
big anime head. Yeah,
Yeah.
Aaron Magruder, our Lord and Savior. This is a local legend.
You said Grudu or Guru?
Aaron Magruder.
He was a guy who went to University of Maryland, and the Boondocks started off as a Washington Post comic in the Sunday edition. So anyone who grew up in the DMV has read that,
Yes,
and it's
sir.
like, man. But you think comics here, and you think superhero, and so much so that they had to kind of like make a distinct category called graphic novels for everything else. So
Yeah, that's true.
that at least with the reason people who kind of skew to manga more is because manga literally just means comic in Japanese, but that encompasses everything. Like,
I don't
so
know
there's a
about you
lot more
guys.
variety.
I don't know about you guys, but I would spend hours in like Borders or Barnes and Noble just reading the manga sometimes, and just
I still do that.
I would get lost in those worlds.
Yeah. Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
done that in a long time. I should do it again.
I started buying physical copies last year, and that was something I've been putting off for years because I have a very addictive personality. I already filled up my bookshelf.
Your man Stan does that. I don't know if he's been doing that recently,
Yeah.
because of the pandemic, of course. But he would tell me about going to like Barnes and Noble in Rockville and reading those for a couple of hours and whatnot.
Yeah, I would do that too. And like I would either do that or I would just like, get the manga chapters online. But like if there was a specific like volume or chapter that I really liked, then I would actually go and buy I would actually go and buy it in person, and just cuz like for the novelty purposes, and so I can like read it again anytime I want, like I do with any regular books.
Exactly. Nick, you have any thoughts about this?
Honestly, not really. I mean, I don't have that much experience with going to Barnes and Nobles or anything. Like, I wasn't a big reading person. I didn't really read manga till like probably like middle school or high school, and by then like you could just, I don't know.
Because I remember your brother had the full set of Death Note, because I read it at your house when I was in middle school.
I know, but I had video games, so.
Oh man.
Wait, Dole, are you and Nick's brother the same age? Sorry. random question.
He is a couple months younger than me. Yeah, fun. Like it's me, Nick's brother, and then our cousin. We're all like born a couple months apart, so we're all tied by fate.
Literally. But God, I want to say, before we end this episode, I'm going to say a shout out to Jeremy Man who put me onto Naruto. That was the first anime I watched after Dragon Ball Z, and that's what rekindled my like middle school, elementary love of anime. Because like obviously I was pretty young to be watching Dragon Ball Z, and I didn't remember everything, but I always remembered having so much fun watching those shows. So then that was like the second gateway drug for me. And yeah, man, anime, great shows, great content. You guys have anything else to say about these great anime shows before we close off the show?
I mean, since you gave out a shout out, I definitely want to shout out my brother. Um, like that was one of the biggest things that we bonded over. That we built our brotherhood over anime. We watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood together. We watched Naruto together. We watched all of Pokemon together. Every movie, like we watched every single anime was mainly together until like we went our separate paths, like with our lives, like careers and shit.
Yeah, your brother's the one who put me onto Bebop. Like when the movie came out in 2001, that was like right around the time it just got on Toonami too, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool."
But he got put on with my oldest brother as well.
Yeah, because Felipe was like
So he
on
was
that. He was on that old stuff.
Yeah, he had he had a Cowboy Bebop like CD for the music.
Yeah, I remember
like
that.
a whole
I saw the
soundtrack.
boxes.
Yeah, like he was super into it, and
Nice.
it just cycled down. Like he's like 36, 37 now. So we were in it from the beginning.
Yeah, no, me and my brother used to watch Toonami together all the time until he decided to be a normie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We used to have to fight with the parental blocks if we didn't have somebody there to watch freaking Toonami, because for some reason, like the even though it was TVY7 or something, they I don't know what happened with the block, but it was like the show before it was TV14 or some shit. I don't remember what it was, but we used to have to like try and figure out what the code was so we could watch Dragon Ball. And we used to watch all those things on when Toonami had that afternoon slot for a couple of years.
Or let's end it off with you.
Oh, I mean, like she's probably not watching this, but I guess I'll give a shout out to my friend from middle school and high school, Trinity, because she was so open about anime that like talking to her about anime, like just like in regular conversation, helped me open up more about it. So yeah, and then I mean, hopefully they're watching this, but I guess a big ups to it's not really a shout out, it's more of like paying homage to, I guess, like RDC, because they did because like they were another thing that just helped, like I think a lot of people feel more
Shout out Mark
confident
Phillips,
about
man.
open up about like like opening up about anime, and like especially with the Black community, like showing how there's really a love, like an untapped love for anime, and
Universal
celebration of it.
love for Dragon Ball Z in the
Right.
Black community. It's just amazing to see.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on to this live stream talking about or going into depth about our love for anime, man. This was a great episode. I can't wait to clip this up. This is going on YouTube. This is going on Rockfin, our
Bro.
very first videos.
Can't wait.
Guys,
Yes, sir.
that's right, bro. I love it
What the hell? Why you
Yes,
put my name
sir.
on there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
because we couldn't figure out how to like drag your screen onto the video and all that.
I was
Oh,
trying
wow.
to drag you on there, but it just kept showing Pikachu. So I was like, you know what? Let's just make Dull Excitement Pikachu for today.
So we got 2 adult assignments. Once again, guys, thank you for coming on. This has been Hear Me Out podcast. Thank you for watching this, especially if you got to the end. We are out. Bang.
Peace out, guys.
Love you.
See ya.
Bye.